Welcome to the Fitness on Demand Bicep training session. Today we're going to look at some different exercises to properly train your biceps. Now your biceps are basically made up of two different muscle regions. And so we're going to focus on some exercises that's going to work your entire bicep. I'm going to start off first with an easy curl bar. Again, feel free to use a straight bar if you like. The disadvantage of using a straight bar though is that it's going to put a little bit more stress on your wrists and on your elbows. That's why I prefer to use the easy curl bar. The easy curl bar, due to its shape, takes some of the pressure off of your wrists and your elbows. All right, so let's see what that bicep training is going to look like for today. We're going to start off first with a bicep curl using the easy curl bar. Now, when training your biceps, you want to definitely use good form. Be careful because what you see at the gym oftentimes is poor technique. People want to load up the easy curl bar, the straight bar, with a bunch of weight, and then they're using improper form. First thing, back straight, core tight, and you're going to curl the weight up. Now, what you want to do is you want to kind of pull your elbows slightly behind you. That's going to pull the bar a little bit closer to your chest, and it's going to put a little bit more tension on your biceps. Oftentimes, what you see people do at the gym is they'll actually bring the bar out in front of them and then up. Now, as soon as you execute the movement in that fashion, what you're doing is you're taking the emphasis off the biceps. In that situation, all you're really training is just your front delts, and we don't want to do that. So again, back straight, core tight, pull the elbows slightly back and behind you, and then simply curl the weight up. You want to go up to about chest level. Again, you don't want to go too high because that's going to take the tension off of the biceps. Now that same movement from a side view. Again, you're going to curl the weight up. Again, pull the elbow back and execute the movement. You don't want to execute the movement by putting the elbow in front of you and curling up. Again, that's bad. And pull the weights up. That's proper form, and that's how you get big biceps. Now, another bicep movement that you don't really see too often at the gym is the reverse grip bicep curl. And actually your palms are facing inwards and towards you, and then you simply curl the weight up. Now, I think people neglect this movement because they think that it's all forearms. You do get some great forearm stimulation there, but you're also working the outside portion of your biceps. So again, the reverse grip curl, excellent movement to work your brachialis muscle of the bicep, but also to stimulate a little bit of the forearm muscle as well. All right, now let's execute some dumbbell curls. Back straight, core tight, feet shoulder width apart, palms facing in front of you, and curl. Again, just like with the barbell curl, make sure that you pull your elbows slightly behind you. That way you can execute the movement properly and get full stretch on the muscle. Now, that was pretty much a standard dumbbell curl. Now, let's look at some variations. One, you could, again, stand core tight, back straight, palms facing each other this time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate the dumbbell up as you're curling. Slowly rotate the dumbbell up. Again, this twisted motion is going to put a lot of stimulation on your biceps. Just like that. Now, another variation would be the hammer curl. Now, you can do them out to the side. This is going to also work your bicep muscles as well. Or some people like to do them one at a time, alternating arms. And finally, some people feel like they get more stimulation by kind of bringing the dumbbells up and towards the center. That's going to place a little bit more emphasis on your bicep and take some of the focus off of your forearms. there you have it, some variations of a standing dumbbell curl. You can also perform the dumbbell curl seated, like this. Again, you can execute all the different movements, palms facing forward. A lot of times, the fact that you're seated makes that effort a little bit more concentrated. Again, I'm doing the variation where you rotate your palms from facing in to facing up. You can also perform your hammer curls seated. And finally, you can use a reverse grip where your palms are actually facing behind you, and then you gently rotate them forward as you curl the dumbbell. This is going to place a unique stress on your bicep heads and cause them to have a great pump. Now finally, you can place the dumbbells in your lap and then do a partial curl. Now, people use this movement as kind of a finishing movement just to flush blood into the muscle and to get that great pump. So it's just a slight movement, but it's a great finisher just to totally fatigue those biceps and force blood into that muscle. Now, another great movement that you can perform is a spider curl. Spider curls are great. You just lay over an incline bench. I like to place my feet up and on the bench for stability, and then you simply curl the waist up and towards you. You'll find that this slight change in angles really stimulates the biceps. Again, it's called a spider curl, and this movement is great for pushing extra blood into those muscles so that you can get a great pump. Now, another movement that you can do is called a concentration curl. You simply sit on a bench, take one hand, place it on your thigh, take the other hand, grab the dumbbell, and simply curl up and towards you. Now, what this movement will do is it's going to really give you a great pump in those biceps. Again, this is called the concentration curl. It's an excellent isolation movement to force blood into that muscle so that you can kind of finish off your bicep training with a great pump. Of course, since it's an isolation movement, you would do the same movement for the left hand as well. All right? Once again, that's called a concentration curl.